The moment the words left my mouth, I felt the air around me freeze. It wasn't just the sharpness of the sentence, but the weight of everything I had been holding in. My husband, the man I promised forever to, stood in front of me, his face unreadable. And I stood there feeling like a stranger in my own life. I should have stayed with him. I whispered more to myself than to him. But those words hung in the air like a curse. The man I married, the man I thought was my everything, no longer felt like home. In that moment, as my heart cracked wide open, I realized something painfully true. I had chosen the wrong person. The one who truly loved me, the one who never left me in doubt, was standing somewhere far away now. And I had chosen security over love. It was too late to go back, and I didn't know how I was supposed to fix the mess I'd made. The first step toward regret. It all started out so innocent. I met Mark during my early 20s, before I'd met James, and we had this connection. It was electric. He made me feel seen, heard, and understood. But life had a way of pulling me in a different direction. My family loved James. He was stable, responsible, and honestly, he ticked all the boxes for what I thought I needed. But Mark, he made me feel alive. When I was with him, I was free. Free from the expectations. Free from the mundane routine. He didn't try to control me. He didn't demand perfection. He didn't care if I looked like a mess or if I had a bad day. He saw me, the real me, the one I sometimes struggled to recognize in the mirror. I told myself I had to let go of that feeling. Maybe I was being selfish. Maybe I didn't need to chase after passion. After all, passion burns out, right? James would give me stability. He was everything I thought I needed. And maybe, just maybe, I could learn to love him the way I loved Mark. But I never stopped thinking about Mark. He was there, in the back of my mind. And slowly, as the years wore on, I began to wonder if I had made the right choice. I thought I could make it work. I told myself that James loved me more than anyone ever could. I built a life with him. Marriage, a house, shared dreams. But somewhere along the way, I started feeling like I was living someone else's life. There was no spark, no connection. Everything felt routine. And then came David. A man I never expected to fall for, but when I met him, everything shifted. He saw through me the way Mark had. He didn't need a script to love me, he just did. But I couldn't let myself go there. Not again. I had James. I had made my bed. The guilt swallowed me, but so did the longing. It wasn't fair to James. It wasn't fair to anyone. I told myself I'd forget about David, but then David found me when I was at my weakest. And for the first time in forever, I felt something real, something I couldn't ignore. The last time I saw Mark was 3 years ago. He left the city. We said goodbye, but the words felt empty. Maybe I was lying to myself then. Maybe I was trying to convince myself that I had made the right choice. But my heart? It didn't listen. It wasn't until I found David's texts on my phone one late night that everything came crashing down. James was out of town for work, and I was sitting alone on the couch, scrolling through old messages, when I saw it. A message from David. I miss you. I never stopped loving you. That was when it all hit me. I had spent so many years pretending to be happy, pretending I was content in a life that wasn't truly mine. And now, standing there with James, the man who loved me unconditionally, I realized I had chosen comfort over passion. Security over love. I told him, I began, my voice trembling as the words spilled out. I should have stayed with Mark. He's the one who truly loved me. Those words changed everything. The silence that followed felt suffocating. James didn't yell, didn't scream, didn't even ask why. He just stared at me, his eyes full of something I couldn't name. Hurt, disbelief, betrayal. It was as if he had been waiting for the moment when I would admit it. I gave you everything, he finally said, his voice low and broken. I didn't know how to respond. The truth was, he had. He had loved me in a way that I had never fully understood. But the love I had for him wasn't the same as the love I had for Mark. I don't know how to fix this, I whispered, feeling my heart break into 1,000 pieces, and that's when I realized there was no fixing it. James left that night. He didn't even take his things. He just walked out the door. I haven't seen him since. Now I'm here, alone. The house is too quiet. My phone stays silent. Mark? He's long gone, off living his life, and I can't reach him anymore. David? He never came back. He didn't want to be the other man, and now I have nothing left but memories and regrets. Sometimes I wonder if it's too late to go back. But then I remember. I can't undo the past. I can't change the choices I made. And every time I think about James, about how he loved me despite everything, I feel like the worst kind of person. I wish I could take it all back, but I know I can't. I should have stayed with the one who truly loved me. I should have chosen him. Regret is a strange thing. It doesn't come with answers or solutions. It just sits with you, quietly eating away at the parts of you that once believed in forever. And now, as I sit here, alone in this house I thought would be home forever, I realize that the only love I'll ever have is the love I've lost, and I can never get it back.